Washcaster, man. I'm very cool and hip and happening with the kids, by the way. I am well versed in all forms of the youth. Oh, I need to turn my mods off. Hello, 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 everybody. Alrighty, now, let me see if there are drafts. I know I need to update the scoreboard. Game details. The Viper versus the Good Doctor. Oh, Dragonstar is on the left. What? Why is there a crying cold? He's crying. What, Dash? I gave him his bone. You can't hear it, but he's crying. Washed caster? I am like literally the most washed caster. On the Corgi has left and is now returned and is now under my desk. He's trying to hide his bone. His bone that I gave him in the first place, by the way. Alright, they've even jumped into the game. Dr. Agenstar. TheViper. There we go. Professional stream right here. Someone like me, yeah. Is it snowing? No. It's kind of cold, but it's not snowing. No T90 Codecast? Not today. T90 has a large array of people that he wants and needs to cast with. I'm just the guy who's, like, always available. Except this week even. Yeah, guys, so Thursday through Saturday, I will be out of town. I'll be in, DC. Oh no, and then I didn't do the scoreboard before I launched into the game. Oh no, the professionalism is just plummeting at hitherto unknown rates. Yep. Welcome everybody now. Casting hard to find. Isn't T90 streaming? I'd hope he's streaming his own tournament. Uh-huh. Oh, you got Dave, Mem, and Daniela, too, so you have all of these other better options. Oh, I'm still on Capture Age co-casting audio. Co-cast. I like co-casting with Dave, but it's not something like we really regularly do. All right, guys, here we are. Viper in the yellow as the Burgundians to the north here of Mudflow, and to the south in the cyan as the Aztecs. It will be Dr. Dragonstar, PhD. Have a good co-cast? Yeah, but it's not really worth it most of the time unless you're hosting the tournament. Because you lose chat interaction. Alright, instant drush. Like, that is the meta on, like, every map now is the instant drush. DBA coming in here from Viper, but he is gonna need to be prepared because the lumber camp is obviously very far away from the TC. He went forward. New Civs banned? I would imagine so. Oh boy. Instant trust Zimbabwe, yeah. Tupi were banned, Mapuche were banned, Muisca were banned, Incas were banned, yep. Unless they do, monks? Aztecs, Muisca, and Incas can do monks. And Mayans just have to overwhelm them with, you know, cheap, efficient units. Same with Tupi. And then Mapuche can get a cav of their own. I like cav. Well, I mean, it's... Are you going offensive or defensive? If you're going offensive, you need to protect them with pikemen. And then it's just that micro dance. And if you're going defensive, the monks can hop into town centers, and or you have your own siege weapons. Anyway, this is obviously very annoying, and Viper's even going for the fish boom thing as well. Oh, Viper gets the save. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. Oh, the Ville is fully walled in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow. That was devastating. That said, Dragonstar is ahead in resources, as this has obviously been a mess here for Viper to deal with. Got 5 militia at the moment. He can't even get loom. See? 30 gold. So he's made 6 militia. But losing his Eagle Scout's also very painful. Viper now on the mill over there. And honestly, he's not even very close to clicking up to Feudal Age. I assume, yeah, he's taken all of his rhinos. Repairs are necessary, but this is obviously a huge investment from Dragonstar, and looks like Viper's going to catch up in resources very soon. Again, he has double bit axe. He has these fishing ships. Now, he can, in theory, get, fishing lines in the Dark Age, right? The new tech. Because that's a Feudal Age upgrade. Maybe he just thinks it'll delay his Feudal Age too much. Probably get it once he clicks up. 2 Vils there, long distance gold mining to go ahead and pick up Loom. Okay, well, he's just clicking up first, but he will get Loom, I'm sure, immediately after hitting Feudal Age. And this is a strategy that Dragonstar himself did with the fishing ships, so he's going to know all about it, and it's going to come down to what he can do to punish it, because this is a huge investment from Viper, obviously.
Bonjour.
And we'll have to see. More walls here. How many Vils do you have safe? 10 Vils. All 10 Vils that you typically have at this stage in the game. On wood here. Not taking any damage. Now, of course, Feudal Age is going to be in soon. Men-at-Arm and Arson could both come in very quickly. Yeah, he's got Loom queued up. It's a lot of investment from Dragonstar. And look, 5 Vils coming forward too. He is not letting Viper play a normal passive game. Dark Age Stables? Unk. Isn't that what the kids say? Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm hip and happening with the kids. Yeah, those Unk civs, man. With their stables. No. Alright, look at this. DBA, Loom, and Men-at-Arms all queued up here at once. Viper just a hair behind. Yeah, he's now getting the Dark Age fishing lines. Can he deal with this? Remember, the Flemish militia have been nerfed. Tower will be in here shortly from Viper. There are some low HP villagers, though. First Flemish militia out. Remember, they lost 5 HP. I mean, I guess he got a couple of the men-at-arms, and he's still doing more damage to them. Remember, it's really hard to defend on this map, so you're usually better off attacking. But the Flemish militia still train very fast, and that is a huge advantage they have, but Dragonstar trying to make this work. Now, he has 2 more infantry units on the way. That forage bush patch is gone. Viper's going to run out pretty soon, but hey, look, the fishing ships are idle. He doesn't have the wood to add in fish traps, so these guys are basically useless. But, I mean, look at the train speed of those Flemish militia, man. They are really good at helping keep the Burgundian Spire alive. Viper is very good at defending, but it is not the best. Like, Viper's ahead in resources, but he has a lot invested into those fishing ships. But look at this guy's wheelbarrow coming in, too. You're the best? Yeah, I'm sorry. AoE 2 pecking order, 3 Viper, 2 Hera, 1 Full Metal Zim. Alright, Viper is warding this off for now. We have the first archer on the field. But this has been a spectacular defense here from the Viper. His own archery range is following up. He has 7 Flemish militia. These guys train so freaking fast. I mean, I know they're militia, but seriously, chill. That said, they have all gone down. Viper got a villager kill somewhere along the way, too, with these guys. Zimstravaganza! Oh, another kill there from the Flemish militia. More archers on the way here for the doctor. Look, this food income is so poor now for these guys. Viper has 4 vills on food. Dragonstar has 4 vills on food. It's a really tough situation. With Full Metal Zim, I mean, there is a reason that you have all of these young up-and-coming players just flock to the AoE 2 Rex to download all of his replays so they can know just how to defend in the feudal age. Hello, Gigrati. A buff to Burgundians? Yes, actually. Now that I think about it, I didn't really consider it before, but yes, you get the, you know, heavy plow and whatnot, affecting all the existing farms. Yeah, it's good. Nerf to Franks, though, because Franks deserve a nerf, man. Feels Franks. Anyway, Viper here with the skirmishers, with the high ground. There is absolutely no chance Dragonstar can do anything here. Both players have accrued a fair amount of idle time. Viper now around 10% ahead in resources collected. He's got 5 Fisky Mothers, another one on the way. And that's going to help with that very important food income that it's just so fragile for both players. Why even nerfed? I mean, it's an indirect nerf, the farm thing. An early castle. CA for map control. Aww, tragic. This one's live, yeah. Oh, thanks, Spectator Dashboard. Coming in clutch. Yeah, I mean, this has just been a beautiful defense from Viper, guys. This is not easy to defend. Like, sometimes you're like, okay, you have defender's advantage in AoE 2. It's a passive metagame, generally speaking. No, not on this map. Really, really impressive stuff. Oh, it's the demo! Unimpressive. Demos are still more expensive, remember. That said, Viper's trying to launch a counterattack. And this might end up being just as successful as Jerusalem's when they're countering attack with, like, crossbowmen and stuff into your castles. And fletching? Well, that's still very expensive. I mean, like, they're good for map control, but it really hurts your boom behind it. Uh-oh, Flemish Militia are here. There are several archers here to defend. That Aztec production speed is really helpful. Helps you keep up with all this. And Viper's lost everything, guys. This counterattack really was not well fated. Like, it is actually easier because it's about getting that farming infrastructure down. It's much easier to boom going light cav than it is going cav archers in a fast castle situation. Now, if you're playing like a longer feudal age, you're clicking up to castle age on, you know, 35, 40 villagers, then it's actually easier to boom going cav archers because you already have that baseline of farms established. It's pretty specific, but it does make a difference. You go, Katie? Well, 2 of them were kills over here from the fort, and 2 of them were 2 kills with the counterattack. That said, I'm not too sure if that counterattack was worthwhile, as it did open up Viper to a lot of his army getting lost at home. That said, he's grabbing Bowsaw right now. It does help range play, that's true. One of the big advantages of opening for cavalry is that you can get the farm upgrade. Now remember, there aren't any villagers underneath the TC, just the fishing ships and this one galley. So you can snipe the fishing ships and the fish traps really easily. Oh wait, no, fish traps have a ton of HP and 1/1 armor now. Oh yeah, I guess the fishing ship can also garrison. That's something I need to remember. Still, the good doctor. The doctor is in. He's on his way up. And this is not over at all for Viper. Got some skirms to defend. He's got a bunch of towers all over the place. His eco upgrades are, of course, fantastic. And yet, it feels ugly because, of course, now the Igelos switch is going to come in. We still actually have double ranges popping out. Look at this triple barracks. Dragonstar knows no chill. He is gonna go for it.
Sì.
Not Dr. Agon. No, it's definitely Dr. Agonstar, PhD. He's really particular about getting the full title. Do Flemish count to them? No, not really.
Sì.
Oh, random galley over here as well. He has a PhD? Yes, he has a PhD in forwarding.
Buongiorno.
And look at this, Viper's super exposed there on the right side as well. Now, this actually wasn't seen one tile away. And Viper's almost a Castle Age himself, but what army can he go for that's, like, even remotely good? And for sure, those archers help deal with anything that kills eagles. Herpetologist? Oh, yes. Hello, Fourcob. Yeah, you're not affording Cavalier. I mean, look at this eco balance. It's not pretty for anything. He doesn't have any units left over from Feudal Age. He's getting more eco upgrades, which is, I guess, good, but... this is tricky, man. Crossbow and Bodkin are in. Now, of course, garrisoning the fishing ships is a good defensive tool. Remember, the docks deal very little damage to land units. Only 3 base attack. Oh my goodness, Dragonstar, look at all of this damage. Even with fish traps being much healthier. Actually, no, Flemish must have 2 damage against shock infantry? That's surprising. Oh, okay, I mean, that wasn't really the best demo hit ever. This is doing a lot of damage, guys. Oh, I have Gigrati. It is beautiful. It's like a Teuton tower, man. It just has all the arrows. Like, legit, Malay should use it in a protracted game. It costs population, so it's definitely not overpowered. Because you need to have the fishing ships in it, right? And those cost population. But yes, it is actually good. This is just the Western European flag. It looks like this. Is Viper dead? Pretty close to it, yeah. Not dead yet, but the thing is for Viper is that he's like been defending, but it's not really been going anywhere. It's like, what's the next step of your master plan? And Viper is not all about crashing this plane with no survivors. Alright, crossbowman there still being annoying. It is 3 TCs here for the snack. Oh, Sato would be very happy if Viper loses here. Viper is going to be picking up a monk, but... again, he can go for a smattering of defensive units here. Yes. But look there's been so much economic disruption that Dragonstar is ahead in resources, even though he's been behind in eco units basically the entire game, and he's been way behind eco upgrades on top of that. I mean, Dragonstar's eco upgrades are actually perfectly fine. Viper just has the extra mining upgrades and the fishing ship upgrades. Oh, it's good, and it's the way you traditionally try and deal with Viper. If you're playing passive, you're probably going to have a very bad time. There are less than 5 people in the world who can play passive and consistently win against Viper. Actually, I would argue that nobody can consistently win against Viper right now except Hera. Especially if you're playing passive. You know, Leary, Yo, they're both going to, come out pretty 50-50, ACCM as well. But this is going to be, especially for someone like Dragonstar, whose pure mechanics, his APM is a lot less than Viper's. I mean, yeah, it's certainly the aggressive Civ versus the boomy Civ, just in general. Okay, this is actually doing something for Viper. It's not bad. Dragonstar being a little bit of the S word. Oh, but It might not matter, guys. Look at this. The castle is incoming. The chateau, if you will.
But nay. Hawk.
Get out of my game castle for sure. Dragonstar's always been a fun player to watch, man. I honestly believe that the best way and most consistent way to become an AoE 2 player is to focus entirely on mechanics and executing at a high level as consistently as possible. That's how we have Lewis become the player he is. You can always work out the strategic stuff over time, and you can always, your decision making will always improve the more you play. Somebody who is a very strategic player but doesn't have the mechanical chops necessarily, their ceiling is somewhat limited, especially in today's metagame. But they can get wins here and there. And the player who's more strategic and worse mechanically is going to be much more likely to sneak wins against players who are of a higher caliber than somebody who is more mechanically, I guess, inclined. Favorite caster streaming? Yeah, you have T90 online, and then Dave is online, Mem is online, Daniela's online. I'm sure your favorite caster streaming. They got to be one of those.
Less than 3.
Can be reversed. Your mechanics will improve over time, but especially once you get to this level, I've never really seen a player whose mechanics have been a weakness, and it's something like they've really grinded on, and then it became a strength.
But nay.
I don't recall that ever really being a player. Because a lot of that has to do with talent, honestly. Play a game myself? Oh, yeah, there you go. 0 losses, not a platypus. You can start with knowledge? Oh, I mean, like, to be a regular AoE player, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just saying that to become a top-level pro, I don't think you can be a strategy player first.
Okay.
At least not consistently. Yeah. To be a regular AoE 2 player, you can go about it in any number of ways and find, you know, personal success. Draken's a good example. Arguably, yeah, that's true. Also, look at this castle, guys. This is freaking brutal. But even then, Draken's ceiling wasn't really the highest. This is like a get even further out of my game castle. Is there a way for Viper? Not without him getting to Imperial Age first, which I guess isn't impossible, but seems quite unlikely. Because look at this, he's going to be out of gold soon. He's trying to go for the counterattacks, which is correct, but I'm just not seeing where he's going to be getting all the resources he needs. Like, that gold is going to run out very, very soon. He also has no stone income. Dragonstar's vision is also very good. Look at these outposts and galleys and whatnot. Like, look at this vision, guys. There is an unbroken line of vision across this entire, like, middle of the map. That's beautiful. In chat, and then you just see how do you turn this on because the cheat won't go through, and then Viper just looks like a tool, man. Wind chime. Aztecs are all about that wind chime. Cash, nobody is home. Nobody is home, Mr. Dog. Alright, Monk upgrade's not coming in here from Dragonstar. It'll just further help with the Coutelier. Another castle is going to be in here soon for Dragonstar. I mean, why not?
Was address?
Viper was gathering some forage bushes on the side, and honestly, gold there is something he really needs to take because he's out. Dashboard, always the dashboard. Yeah, I do think Imp would probably be the best way for Dragonstar to close out this game. Pain Barding armor is going to be good, of course, for Viper. You don't even have ballistics in. Devotion. There you go. Imp is on its way. Oh, another get out of my game castle. I mean, Viper's keeping the Coustelier at home. CTC drops castle. Yeah, that's basically how this works. He sees your opponent built. Does Dragonstar, like, get more points in the group if you complete the side objectives? Or does it just give it an advantage in the next game? Like, if you drop a castle on all of your opponents' TCs, then, like, you start with a siege onager in the next game. When Imp hits? I would imagine it's when Imp hits. If he didn't GG when these two castles came in, I imagine he wouldn't GG until Imp comes in. See you again, Dragon. Yeah, if you complete all the side quests, Yo loses another 100 elo. The Bookworld's SO community grant. Oh, I love it. Love it. Oh, guys, this is over. This is an Imp GG. Almost certainly. Dragonstar also has 4 relics as Aztecs. Another castle! Another one. Alright, get out of here, Viper. Get out of here. Of course. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's like, come on, man. And Dragonstar takes game number 1. Uh-oh. That's not good for Viper. That drush, it didn't start by doing a lot, guys. It wasn't the Dark Age that killed Viper. It wasn't the Feudal Age that killed Viper. He just broke into Castle Age because he had no unit to transition into. He had nothing good to make, nothing cheap to make. Uh-huh, that's my life right here. Uh-huh. Very impressive from Dragonstar, though, and underwhelming from Viper past Feudal Age. It was, like, super good Feudal Age, and then everything else just fell off a cliff. Alright, guys, 70 seconds in game number 2. Mr. Corgi! I don't like you. At all. Oh my goodness. All right. Why is it always playtime with a corgi? All right, guys, here we are. Game number 2. Viper's got to win this one, honestly. You can't lose to the Doctor and have a good chance of advancing. He's already lost to Vivi. Maybe if Viper sweeps me high in the last round, it's okay if he loses 1-2, but I don't know, guys. Viper's gonna be running out of runway here if he loses this one. Alright, guys. Dragonstar. Yeah, he still has to play Sato, who's 3-0 right now, by the way. And he has to play Mihai. Like, Viper swept Dark, but everyone swept Dark so far, so that's not helping him out.
Zdasz Bůh, co žádáš?
Co žádáš?
Alright. But let's see. Bohemians versus the Portuguese. Oh, wait. What? Viper luring the boar with his scout. Kind of odd. Not that far to walk. Now, this is interesting, right? Because normally we see civs that are closed maps, or not closed map civs, but water civs. Water civs or civs that are good at water and closed maps, like Italians, like Bengalis, like Armenians, Malay, that sort of thing. Like Viper doesn't want to play? I don't know. I just think that he didn't have the best plan after Feudal Age in the last game. And it got exploited by Dragonstar, who played very well. Now, I don't know how much Viper is, like, prepping for this. I imagine that he's doing some amount, but I don't know how much.
Ano.
Well, you lured in both boars with a scout. I mean, wagons have always killed organ guns. But organ guns are the much better unit overall. Like, against anything else.
Olá.
Okay, second dock coming in from Viper. I mean, Portuguese are another civ that are also very good on water maps, right? So I'm kind of curious about Bohemians. Not that they can't play water. I mean, you do have the cheaper blacksmiths and free mining upgrades, but that's still fairly minor. So we will have to see. That's at four fishing ships. Fifth one's on the way. Still only... oh, no, second dock's in. But maybe this is a good build from Viper. Lost the scout HP, but he's able to produce his fishing ships a bit faster. So, I mean, that is something. It's something, I suppose. Estou pronto. All right, Feudal Age here for the Doctor. The Doctor is in his way to Feudal Age. Just going to be gathering from some oysters right there.
Ano.
And that'll be all he needs to click up to Castle Age. It is the Shooty McShooty versus the other Shooty McShooty Civ here.
Estou pronto.
Estou pronto.
Well, let's see what the next step in your master plan is. I think does he have to sell his stone? Viper's building a barracks. He's already got a layer of walls coming in here in case he's getting transported with the houses. All right, I mean, there's the market blacksmith. Maybe he'll have enough food. The fishing ships are obviously very, very good. 37 pop, though, for Viper. And Fisky Mothers.
Sim.
And he's on the forage bushes, too. Oh, he's going archers. Interesting.
I know.
Is this just a hard counter a castle drop? It could be. And you know what? It could work.
Jsem připraven.
It could vac. Archer coming out. Look at this. You're still staying hidden. Viper's specifically building these archery ranges to be further back.
Jsem připravena. Zdaš
But with all the stone income here, I'm not confident that this is actually still going to get stopped. Why is the corgi roaring?
Ao seu dispor.
Hold on. Oh, to get a UPS package. All right, looks like it is time here for Warg Alley. It's always Warg Alley in our hearts. Oops, I did it again.
Vossas ordens.
Well, anyway, Dragonstar should be getting wrecked here.
Sim.
I know.
Viper playing very safe on the land. And focusing on the water. I think this is a really good approach. Fishing lines in for both players. Now remember, War Hulks don't do any more damage to each other than regular Hulks, but they do attack faster. And they have more HP. 133 with Portuguese versus 90. Obviously, that's a very significant difference, although the docks do help out a lot. I'm sorry, Sir Frail, you were late. Late? All right, monastery incoming. Now, one relic in right there, but this is just very bad for Dragonstar. He's got 2 vills on food, guys.
Jada.
Oh!
Lá.
Hulks are hulking it up. Maybe you can try and focus down the Mangonel, but Mangonels are really good against Hussite wagons, man. Oh, jeez, guys. Does get the snipe. Redemption's coming in for Viper, though. I'm just not sold on any of them. Like, what is this castle really doing for you? I mean, it's pushing the archers back, but the archers aren't the important part of Viper's play here. The important part is the water. That's where he's made the most investment, and, I mean, he's won it super decisively. There is not going to be a follow-up, though, in terms of a forward castle, as Dragonstar is off of stone entirely. So I'm still not entirely sure how this is going to be good for him. Viper's going to even yoink a relic. And another dock coming over there to the north to help improve the fishing. Oh, jeez. A siege tower.
Sim.
Time to see them rolling and hating. No, monks cannot garrison outside siege towers.
Ordens.
Wouldn't that be so cancerous? Oh my god.
Ao seu dispor.
Remember, the Hussite wagons do block half the damage of the archers. Wow, this is surprisingly ineffective. Wow! Oh yeah, because the secondary projectiles, right? They're probably dealing 0 melee damage? Okay, that was awful from Viper. Holy cow.
Co žádáš?
That
Ve jménu Hospodina.
did not work
Vašim službám.
at all. Each tower just melted to the organ guns, or the Hussite wagons, rather. Now, Viper's not dead. I mean, his eco's still very significantly better. That I'm not too sold on. I don't even know why he deleted right there. Viper doesn't have Sanctity. Yeah, Siege Workshop's gonna get converted. That's gonna be really painful, actually, because it's not something Dragonstar had hitherto. Viper is almost ready for a castle.
Quais são as ordens?
Yeah, he's got just enough. But he's building it right there. The petards are incoming. Is this going to be enough, guys? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, the castle's gonna go up. Yeah, I feel like you probably could have done a bit better, but... Okay, it's fine. It's fine for Viper. He will click up to Imperial Age very shortly.
Estou pronto.
Yeah, this is somewhat contingent upon denying the castle. I do think Dragonstar might have been able to deny it. It would have been closer, I guess. But then, yeah, he's got monks with redemption.
Sim.
And he just needs to survive until Imperial Age, and there really isn't going to be a whole lot you can do against block printing monks and trebs. And yet, Dragonstar still has a way scarier army. It is true. I love the outpost. Make sure Viper isn't sneaking over and gathering that gold. Oh, this turkey is alive. It's been left to tell the tale.
Quais são as ordens?
There's no emergency training. Oh my goodness. Dragonstar, he just mangonelled his own ram. Oh my goodness, what a noob. Is Dragonstar actually from the Lower Nile? Because he's looking like a Nubian to me. It's 3 rams. Rhino ram is exciting. I made that joke with T90. But yeah, this is where the outpost comes in from Dragonstar. Oh, man. Okay, good hit there for Viper. Again, this is just a hair late. If this imp gets denied, then yeah, the game probably is over. But now Viper can not do anything? What? I mean, it doesn't have gold. Yeah. I mean, it's all very close, right? Oh, block printing's in. There we go. I thought Viper wasn't doing anything with him for a second, but no, he's got block printing. Now it's the Vululuing, but this should be good for Viper over time. Also, Viper can add in Faderias, remember? Castle now under threat. Gonna just relocate the wood a little bit. Now, you don't have Illumination as Portuguese, remember? Bill's there, kind of dying. No way Dragonstar can win this in Castle Age, right? This man! What the heck? No! Dragonstar! What are you doing? You don't do that! Oh my god. Viper does still have the score lead. Handcart's in. Now you can chase down the Hussite wagons better. It seems like Viper will clear this up eventually. I really do think he's making a bit of a mistake by not adding in Faderias. Yeah, now... Okay, Viper's a 0 TC gamer. I get that. You have a market. Oh, no, he doesn't. He had the market converted. Well, okay. Oh, Dragonstar just taps out. Okay, yeah. Maybe I could have won. I don't know about that. Well, Viper's still in it. It was close, though. It was very, very close. Viper winning with being a 0 TC gamer. Yeah, you lost the stone. Sure. Why? Because he was dead. He was super dead. Like, what does he have going for him? He's lost his entire army. Viper's just gonna trap everything down. Got block printing monks.
Vossas ordens.
Did he lose all of his TCs in the first game? Oh my goodness. Alright, Viper wins his home map, and that means Valley will be the last one. That is the Portuguese winning over the Bohemians. Indeed, no TC, no dog. Alright. So for Valley, this feels like Mayans and Malay. Or Vietnamese. One of the two. Seems pretty straightforward. It is the matchup. Perfectly. Well, we wanted to do the Burgundian thing, right? With the fish boom and the Flemish militia defense. That was like his whole strategy. You know, some might even say it was his whole strategery. All right, guys, last game of the series. It will have Dragonstar in the cyan as the Mayans, the good old cyan Mayans. And Viper going to be here in the yellow as the Vietnamese. All right, guys, this is a very important game for both players. Dragonstar still doesn't have a win yet. So if he loses this, he'll have gone 0-3, going 1-2 in 3 series in a row, which is going to put him in good standing to not get last place in the group. But if you lose to Viper, if you lose to Vivi, and if you lose to Mihai next week, then it's like, what, you're just going to be getting 5th place. Because you've just lost to everybody who's ahead of you. Alright, I mean, like, this is the most common matchup on this map, though. Two just very, very good civilizations, good archers, good eco. What do you know? So let's see what the plan is here. Which is the better archer civ? There's no answer to that question. They're both very good. Mayans are more aggressive, Vietnamese a little bit more defensive. are fine as is. Well, Mayans are fine.
Nhà bẩm
Điện
có
hạ
thảo
có
dân.
sai bảo.
Mayans are still a comfort pick for a lot of people.
Sai bảo. Bái kiến điện hạ.
Bái kiến điện
It's a
hạ.
civ that's a lot of players are just very comfortable playing.
Dân nữ xin chờ lệnh. Bái kiến điện
They're
hạ.
very streamlined and they're pretty darn consistent,
Thảo dân
but they
xin
have
chờ lệnh.
pretty huge weaknesses.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo?
If anything, Mayans are probably going to feel more consistent, especially in the early game for a lot of these players, but Vietnamese are a civ with a much higher power level.
Nhà bẩm có thảo dân.
Dân nữ xin chờ lệnh. Điện hạ có gì sai bảo.
Thảo dân xin chờ lệnh.
Hello, puppy saturation.
Tabish.
Alright, it's the insta-drush because that's all we do these days, apparently.
Bái kiến điện hạ.
Dạ bẩm có dân nữ.
Borderline S tier on open maps.
Tabish.
I mean, it used to just be S tier on open maps, but they got nerfed quite a few times.
Tabish.
Nhà bẩm có thảo dân.
Dân nữ xin chờ lệnh. Có dân nữ.
Nowadays, I think that they're high A tier, which is fine because it's a civ that's designed for open maps. Like, it's an open map aggressive civ. Not really one you want to play on closed maps. It's not really one you want to play on water maps. They're like okay on nomad maps, but yeah, I mean,
Dân nữ xin chờ lệnh.
Shot it.
yeah, I mean, I think it's reasonable.
Nhà bẩm có thảo dân.
Ashike. Shot it.
But Mayans have the whole Franks thing going for them, where again, like, it's a classic civ that people know how to play.
Tabish.
Anyway, Barrack coming in here from Viper. Lots of drushing all the time. Viper ostensibly was going to be opening Men at Arms. $21 though. 21 pop Men at Arms in the year of our Lord Doubt 2026. I don't know, guys. It seems kind of slow.
Dạ bẩm có dân nữ. Bái kiến điện hạ.
Viper did not lame, though. At least not that I noticed. Not that I'm the most observant person in the world when it comes to casting. Nah, I didn't lame. Yeah, like, the thing with Mayans is that although they're very, they're very smooth to play, which is great, they have far more exploitable weaknesses than Vietnamese do. Vietnamese have no real weaknesses.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo.
Vietnamese have better skirmishers, a far better mid-game economy, a far better post-Imperial Age. They have the mobility options with the Cav Archers. They have the slow push options. They got Bombard Cannons. Rattans are better than Plumed Archers, I would argue.
Ashike?
Có tiểu nhân hạ có gì sai bảo.
Mayans are better early on, but... And like I said, Mayans are also very smooth to play, but...
Ashike? Tabish?
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo.
Oh... Okay, Scout's gonna go down for... Oh, not quite! 1 HP.
Xin phụ mệnh.
Tutelage. Yeah, Rattan Archers are basically just power-crept Plumed Archers. I mean, they are slower than Plumed Archers, but they're basically better in every other way.
Shade?
Ashike. Tabish.
They also have the unit with the most counters in the game. What?
Có gì sai bảo. Shot it.
Well, they do have less range in Castle Age. They have the same range in Imp.
Có tiểu nhân.
No, but they have higher base attack, so it all cancels out.
Shot it. Ashike. Atuts.
More militia fighting.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo. Xin phụ mệnh. Tabish.
Yellows do take bonus damage from a lot of things now.
Có tiểu nhân.
Dân nữ xin chờ lệnh.
Xin phụng mệnh.
Vái kiến điện hạ.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo.
Có tiểu nhân.
Dạ bẩm, có dân nữ.
Thảo dân xin chờ lệnh.
Tabish.
Dabish.
Bái kiến điện hạ.
Oh, he's just healing up the injured militia. Eagles were very much OP, yeah. And those
Điện hạ có
Dân
gì
nữ
sai
xin
bảo.
chờ
Eagles, I think, are fine right now.
Phụng mệnh.
I don't think there's any real issue with them.
Có tiểu nhân. Ra đi. Điện hạ có gì sai bảo.
Dạ bẩm.
Oh boy.
Dân nữ xin chờ lệnh. Điện hạ có gì sai bảo. Bái kiến điện hạ.
Xin phụng mệnh.
Men-at-Arm is in. The Vills and the militia are here, though.
Có tiểu nhân. Xin phụng mệnh. Tabish.
Archer range immediately on the way, but we already have the archers in here for Dragonstar. And remember, guys, Dragonstar has the timing is the momentum. If you get there, it's Holcons, guys. The Holcons,
Shike.
which is the name of like the elite Mayan warriors.
Vái kiến điện hạ.
Works just fine.
Shot it.
Hmm. Uh, I don't know, guys. This is pretty underwhelming for Viper.
Có tiểu nhân.
This is pretty underwhelming. I mean, the KD is even, but Dragonstar just has so many more units. He's on double ranges. He's got a blacksmith coming in. He's got so much food income. Viper's farming. Dragonstar's hunting and fishing.
Tabish. Xin phụng mệnh.
Dạ bẩm.
Fletching gonna be here in just a moment. Good micro from Viper.
Có gì sai bảo.
Well, Dragonstar's now spending a bunch of food, so he wants to keep it in feudal age.
Shike.
Res collected are still basically even, as is the KD. But Dragonstar just vomiting units out onto the map. And I imagine Viper has a big lead in wood collected, which, of course, we know. Yep. Oh, am I a smart caster, guys, or am I a smart caster?
Shot it.
DBA just now coming in for Dragonstar. But Viper is starting to hang in there. Very aggressive game.
Xin phụng mệnh.
Forge bushes are going to be out. Viper, of course, completely off of the middle. In this map late, not versus Vietnamese.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo.
Điện hạ
I mean,
có gì sai bảo.
you can get a chance, like, if you get to, you know, 40 elite plumed archers, 40 elite eagle warriors with full upgrades, and the Mayans player isn't perfectly balancing their army to counter that, then yes, that can be tricky, but other than that, Vietnamese are gonna be very good. Well, yeah, but now Dragonstar spending a bunch of food. And Viper's on two TCs, 2 archers as well. Archery ranges.
Thảo dân xin chờ lệnh.
But yeah, Imp Skirms kill everything Lions do except Eagle Warriors, and Vietnamese can go for their own champions, they can go for elephants to deal with Eagles.
Sai bảo.
Shike. Tabish.
Oh boy. Another villager killed. Remember, you also have the infantry armor in right now for the chicken suit men and the men-at-arms. Oh, this is so awkward here for Viper, guys. Another Vill is going to bite the dust. Dragonstar's ahead by 400 resources, but Viper's still taking efficient fights. And of course, Dragonstar is gathering all of this middle food, man. Look at that, 500 more collected. Still keeping up the pressure, still ahead in military units. Still numbers are similar, as Dragonstar has just been idling his TC a lot. Yeah, Viper has the extra HP, which is very helpful, remember.
Tabish. Ashike.
Fire Lancers? Oh yeah, that's right, the Fire Lancers do beat Eagle Warriors, I forgot.
Shot it.
Dân nữ xin chào lại.
Yeah. I mean, champs beat them harder than Fire Lancers do, but Fire Lancers are obviously easier to get going.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo?
Not too sure about that Stonewall Viper. Yeah, guys, Castle Age is on the way, and this might be Viper going down 1-2. And guys, Debbie might have to take him out of the dryer, because Viper's looking a little washed right now. I mean, Dragonstar's playing well, for sure, but Viper is just getting overwhelmed by this aggression. No, so we have to take him out of the dryer. Into the dryer? I mean, the assumption was that he has already been washed and then in the dryer. Now we have to take him out of the dryer. But yes, I guess in this case, Debbie needs to take him from the washer and put him into the dryer. Charity again? Oh, yeah. Now, this game's looking real over, guys. Look at this res difference. It's been such good aggression from Dragonstar, and Viper has simply not been able to keep up. This feels like the chances of Viper getting 4th place have just shot up a ton. Belay have been the pick here. You could argue they would have been a little bit better, but I think the issue was just the whole approach. Yeah, Viper taps out. Guys, this is over. 11% more efficient in eco. You just cannot not have the middle. I understood what you meant through your double negative. It's like having the middle with like 4 vills does nothing, but having the middle with like 10 vills is enormous. And 14 vills in total. Guys, Dragonstar didn't have to build a single farm all game long. And Viper just could not keep up. It was the instant rush. Viper never got to the other side of the map. And Dr. Agonstar, guys, playing very well, playing to his strengths, especially versus Viper, and showing that with the right maps, with the right preparation, he can take the series versus him. How on earth is that a naughty phrase? Any of the sets? Unless you messaged me. No, not today. All right, guys. All right, good news. I can't say anything, but the devs are not being idle. Which is good to see. Because I was really worried they would be. Well, not idle, but they wouldn't be able to implement anything. Anyway, guys, let's check the Let's check the website. Because this is not good for Viper. Right, that was Dragonstar, then Viper, then Dragonstar. Viper can still actually get first place somehow. But yeah, it feels like Viper getting fourth place seems the most likely. So let's just go ahead. VV 3-0 is dark because everyone's 3-0ing dark. Sito wins Viper 2-1. Mihai wins Dragonstar 2-1. Dragonstar. Let's give Dark a game. Don't want to see someone going 0-15. Sito 2-1 VV. And let's say Viper pulls it out and 2-0s Mihai. That still has Viper in fourth place and not advancing. Now, if Viper sweeps Mihai, then he advances and Mihai doesn't. Or if Viper wins against Sito, Viper can get all the way up to second place. He just isn't very active. He's not practicing, I think, not playing it all that much. So the path actually feels a little bit... I mean, it's all contingent on, like, can Viper get it together, right? I mean, in theory, Viper, you know, he sweeps Sito, he gets first place in the group. Like, if Viper just sweeps all the remaining matches, he will get first place in the group. Or even, I think, then he can drop one to Mihai. Yeah, he'll still get first place. Winning? I know, it's crazy. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't really feel like casting Repard versus Lix. That's a match that doesn't really matter at all. So, I might head off then. Yeah, I might have casted another one if it was Yo versus Vinchester, but I can't really justify just hanging around to cast Lix versus Repard. So, yeah, I'll head off for the day. That's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably. We'll see. It was an interesting series we casted, though. But thank you for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.